Welcome back to We're Not Really Here. Manchester City through to the quarterfinals of the FA Cup with a 3-1 win against Swansea at the Liberty Stadium. I'm Kyle Walker and I'm joined by Kevin Horlock and Sean Goater to dissect the entire game. All right, and we've got to start with it, haven't we? You got the prediction right. 3-1. What a game. You knew all along.
Getting the right results, not for everybody, is it, lads? Look, I'll give you tips next time. I'll give you tips.
I only said 2, so, I didn't give them enough credit.
You're worse than the GOAT. At least the GOAT was like being really ambitious with it. You doubted Manchester City and you doubted Swansea, mate.
I'm sorry, guys, all right. I should never doubt Manchester City. Pep, I am sorry. I truly apologise. Let's talk about that second half. A goal straight away within 2 minutes of the second half. And I mean, Sean, what did you make of it?
Yeah, well, this is what we anticipated with City. We was talking about moving the ball faster, shifting it to then go on and create more opportunities. And Sterling does what Sterling does. Gets his opportunity, sticks it away. Every time Sterling steps on the field, because of the standards he set last season, he wants to do that again this season in terms of getting, a lot of goals. So he's back on his run of goals, and this is impressive. It's really good.
It was a great run, and then the through ball and a lovely touch and a very precise finish as well by Raheem Sterling. I want to talk about the movement off the ball, Kevin. That's something that impresses a lot of people when it comes to Sterling.
Yeah, it's really important, especially when you're blessed with so much pace. If you've got good movement as well, it's near on impossible to stop. Obviously, he's got the supply of the pass as well, which was perfect. I think Swansea will be a little bit disappointed with it. I must admit, I think the back four were a little bit disjointed. The two players on the far side were a little bit higher than the ones this side. And it was a great first touch. It set it up for the right foot finish. And the goalie sort of stood still. I'd probably like to see him gambling and diving. But look, you take that, Sterling will be made up with that.
I think the fullback, they ended up, it was a back four, sometimes a five, but it was the fullback at that particular time just ran forward to sort of anticipate a ball going wide. And when he ran forward, sort of 5-6 yards, that created the gap. Sterling just darted through, received that ball, and again, his first touch was to just set him up to sort of like, okay, just put that in the far post. And from there, the keeper, as Kevin said, the keeper should have potentially dove, but I guess he was that planted that, and probably because of the pace he had, the keeper just thought, I can't save that.
Sean, do you think it was Manchester City's plan to capitalise on any mistake that Swansea made at any point?
Yeah, I think, look, we're talking about elite players here. If teams make wrong mistakes, i.e. a player slightly out of position, this is what Pep and how he teaches these guys or shows them, when a player's slightly out of position, we could punish him. If he's 2 yards further forward, we can expose him.
Now, it was 2-0, and I thought, there we go, let's just stop it, all right. My prediction was perfect. And then Gabriel Jesus thought, no, we're not going to have that, with a beautiful touch, a great turn, and a great finish.
That second goal came way too early for you, Carl. It was a great finish. Crossfield ball, good header back. First touch from Jesus was perfect, and he's not missing from there.
When you see the ball come across, I think it was Gundogan who played it, Bernardo Silva got the header as well. We've seen that time and time again, that crossfield pass from the players. It's the distribution, the ability to do that just sets them apart.
And it's the knowing that players are going to be there. This just don't happen by chance. This is something they work on. They do over and over, repetitive work on it, and it becomes second nature in the end. It was a really good goal.
It's almost as if they could play blindfolded in a way, Sean. They know each other so well.
They do, and the thing that's impressive is the bodies that they get into the box, and this is why they know if a cross is coming in, if they can't head it directly at goal, I can just leave that ball back on the other side, and I know there'll be another body coming in, and that's exactly how that goal goes. Jesus to be pleased with that great touch, swivel, smashes it in. I was saying off camera that, he'll probably look to get 2 goals. I thought if he had another chance, he'd have grabbed it, but he'll be pleased to walk away with a goal.
Kevin, is that the benefit of having fullbacks that are so quick and so fast to be able to get back, that they can actually move so fast up the pitch that they'll be able to catch you if they break?
Look, it's definitely a benefit. I wish I had that pace. Let me tell you, I'd be back defending on the second attack. Yeah, but, look, if you players are that athletic these days, obviously the lads at Manchester City are probably even more athletic than most. They can get up and back and as often as they want to, really. So it's a real benefit, and it just opens other avenues and opportunities for other players as well.
There was another chance for another goal, which came with Benjamin Mendy. He was He was literally a yard off the line, but great defending from former Manchester City player Joel Latibodiere. Sean, what did you make of that?
Well, yes. I mean, if the cameras was on me, I was up thinking it was a goal, and then I thought, how is that ball not going in? Again, Mendy, your fullback, is on the goal line trying to tap in across. And again, it was great defending, absolutely brilliant defending for how they defended it.
Now, I did mention before that it's been 3,686 days since Kyle Walker's last goal in the FA Cup. He's with us now, telling us his thoughts after that goal that made it 1-0 against Swansea.
You had so much possession in the first half hour, but just couldn't quite get the breakthrough. And then it came in sort of unexpected circumstances.
No, I mean, I found the bottom corner, I think, very well there. I've seen the keeper move slack to his left and I put it in the other corner. No, but listen, I feel with the possession that we had in the first half and the dominance we had, I think they had maybe one attempt after that on goal. But, you know, we did well, and I think the little breakthrough that we got from my cross-come shot was deserved.
And you know, when you consider the situation that you're in now, obviously there's a lot of football to be played, but you have a healthy league, a healthy lead in the league. You're in the League Cup final. You're in the last day of the FA Cup, Champions League to come. I mean, it could be, obviously, it could not be, but it could be a historic season.
Listen, each and every game we, you know, approach it like it's our last. I've just said it there. We change nothing, we do nothing different. The manager prepares just the same, whether it's, you know, no disrespect to Swansea, but Swansea or Liverpool, the game before, everything is done, you know, in detail to give us the much information that we can do to help us on the field. So we just keep on taking every game as it comes, and hopefully come the end of the season we have a few trophies, but you know, we'll just keep our feet on the floor at the minute and keep doing the hard work that we're doing on the training field.
And just finally, I really enjoyed seeing Tommy Doyle. I hadn't seen him live before, and he did terrifically well, didn't he, when he came on?
Yeah, listen, Tommy, what a great player, and a good lad as well. You know, he's an exciting talent. He wants to learn, and it's a pleasure working with him. Seriously, you know, I've seen many of kids come through the ranks at a number of clubs with a little bit of a chip on his shoulder, but he's very good, and you know, very down to earth.
Thank you very much.
Cheers, thank you.
Kyle Walker there sharing his thoughts after the game. He meant it. He meant the goal. See, he knew what he was doing. It wasn't across, Kyle. I do apologise right there. Sean, have you ever had a shot or tried a cross or anything, it's gone in and you just claimed it, said you meant that?
I'm glad you asked me and not Kev, because Kev will have a different answer. There's plenty of times I've had those ones there, hey? A cross come shot. But no, Kyle Walker's done brilliant. He knows he's put it into an area that the players need to attack it. They want to attack it. Torres doesn't quite get anything on it, and you know, nestles into the far corner. So brilliant bit of play.
It's funny, isn't it? Like, obviously, it resulted in a goal, which is brilliant. But as a striker, Sean, would have you been gutted that you didn't get a touch on that?
Yes.
Because it looked like you should have, and as a forward, I think you probably view that as a missed opportunity to get one on your stats, I think.
Well, I'm sure one man that will be very happy with Kyle Walker is Pep Guardiola, and we can hear him after that win now.
Pep, I was here a couple of years ago when you played here in the FA Cup, and it was a really, really difficult game. Today it was a difficult game, of course, because they're a very good side, Swansea, but you played so well tonight.
Yeah, so pleased. So I had the feeling that when they arrive in the final third, they create chance. You have the feeling that they are dangerous up front. No difficult to, you know, sometimes to make a build-up. Or attack with 5 in the back and 3 in the middle, but yeah, we did it really well. So we started second half brilliantly, scoring goals, and yeah, good victory for us.
It seemed crazy after half an hour that you hadn't scored because you'd done so many things well, and then a goal came in a slightly strange fashion.
Yeah, that's true. Sometimes you never know how the goal comes, but welcome. So yeah, after a lot of victories in a run, always you think, oh, with the championship and you know, no spectators, we'll be ready, we'll be focused, but these guys show for a long time we are there, so another victory and now focusing in the Premier League again.
A little personal landmark for you, I think it's your 200th win as the City manager, which is nice.
Definitely. I don't know in how many games, but already the 200 victory is a lot, so it was the 200 good moments. Good red wines afterwards.
Very quickly as well, Pep, because it's so cold. It's the first time I've had a chance to see Tommy Doyle play in the flesh. What a very good player.
Yeah, it is. So it's not the first time playing in other games. Yeah, it's a long time. So yeah, it's a player with a special quality, especially as a taker, the shoot, and yeah, it's another Man City fan. So family for a historic Doyle family. So when I play good, when the minutes he play good. Unfortunately, the finishing in the last moment, he should have passed the ball to Phil. But yeah, it was good.
Thank you, Pep.
You're very
Congratulations.
welcome.
Thank you.
Ciao.
Cheers, Simon. Thank you.
Pep Guardiola there speaking after that win against Swansea in the FA Cup. 200 wins for Pep as Manchester City boss. 200 brilliant moments, plenty of red wine, as he said in the interview there as well. Let's think about some of our favourite Pep Guardiola wins then. So, Sean, putting you on the spot, favourite Pep win as a City manager, go.
You're only as good as your last game. I would say the previous game against Liverpool. Absolutely brilliant. You know, the tactics that were played, how we approached it, won the game comfortable, put that whole thing to bed now in terms of when we go there. So it's beautiful. It's brilliant.
Kevin, favourite game?
Simple. It's the next one, Tottenham. When they beat Tottenham, that's going to be my favourite one.
I like that. It'll be 201 there. I think one of mine has to be against Southampton, was it? The last day of the season, Gabriel Jesus gets the goal for the Centurions for the 100 points, because I was sat watching it with all my friends and family when we were allowed to do that, and I said, typical City. We're not going to get 100 points. And literally, as I said that, Gabriel Jesus stepped up to score. Let's talk about some of the youngsters. We talked a bit there, or Pep and Kyle Walker talked a bit there about Tommy Doyle. We also saw Phil Foden come on as well. And we also saw Claudio Gomez come on. Kevin, what did you make of Tommy Doyle?
Yeah, look, he's been spoke about in the same breath as Phil Foden. He's obviously not had the opportunity that Phil's had as yet, but he looks like another one that Pep's going to nurture and do it right. And I'm sure one day we'll see him featuring regularly in the Manchester City first team.
It's so exciting.
Yes. The one thing that stood out in that interview there was Pep Guardiola saying that he should have found Phil Foden when he broke the line in behind the defence, and I was jumping up thinking there was a goal coming here, and it just narrowly went across the far post, and I was just thinking maybe he should have found somebody, and Pep said that.
Only because you wanted 4-1, Coach.
Okay, you called me out there. Yes, that's true.
There's a long drive back from Swansea to Manchester. Plenty of time for Pep to talk to Tommy Doyle, tell him that he should have passed it to Phil Foden. What else do you do after winning in the FA Cup? Yeah. You got a big game at the weekend. What do you do?
It's brilliant, but that just shows what he's about, doesn't it? It's been, in my opinion, a perfect game for Pep and the lads, because they've comfortably won. The goals come at really good times. No injuries. The only downside to it all, I suppose, and Pep picked the bones out of it, is that they've conceded. But other than that, he's been able to rest players. He's been able to introduce some of the kids on and get minutes. So all in all, I think it'd be quite a pleasing journey back for him.
Well, would you have had a nice journey back when you were playing 4 or 5 hours drive back? You just won in the FA Cup, got a big game on Saturday. You would have been well behaved, right?
Yeah, of course. I'd have only had about 10 pints, probably. I'm joking, by the way. That is a joke.
That is a joke. Yeah.
I think Pep Guardiola will be looking at, he'll be looking at Tottenham and thinking, okay, they're next. That will be his mindset going on that journey back home. This is the way he is. Always thinking about the next one. That one's to bed now. We've won. We will be sitting on the coach thinking, we won that, enjoying it and everything. But Pep's on another level.
He is indeed. All attention does turn to that game at the weekend, taking on Tottenham, first against 8th. But before we get there, let's break down the rest of the Man City game against Swansea, because they did score. Lack of concentration, do you think it was, Sean, for that goal? Eric Garcia, possibly?
Well, yeah, the ball slightly goes through his legs, and Kevin and I both thought that we would concede tonight. When you're changing a whole back four and a goalkeeper again, and players need that rhythm, and so that's why I thought that the clean sheet will drop. But yeah, it was he could have been tighter to stop the initial shot.
Right, next 5 fixtures, okay, we've got Spurs on Saturday, kick-off at 5:30. Then we go to Everton midweek next week. Then it's Arsenal next weekend. And then it's Champions League action, Borussia Mönchengladbach. And then it's West Ham in the league I mean, it's back to back. We know how ruthless this can be, but it's a huge 5 games for us.
Yeah, tough games you mentioned in there. But one thing you do know is Pep will have the lads on it. They're recover properly, be prepared, and bring it on.
The 6th game that I've not mentioned just yet, Manchester United, first against second. That could be a title decider, Sean.
It could be, but I think the initial games that we're talking about, Spurs, Arsenal, I think winning those games there puts us in such a, continuously great form. And then they'll look forward to the United game when that sort of comes around. But I think City will even stretch the league probably even longer. So I think it's just about winning the next game, Spurs, and the confidence then goes again another level. And this team is very possible that they can go on and do this.
Pep taking on Jose Mourinho, huge game at the weekend. We know, of course, Harry Kane, Heung-min Son as well. They're going to be coming out looking to take points off us, Kevin.
Yeah, look, there's probably going to be a bus parked, I imagine.
Or two.
Yeah, or two. And a little bit of, obviously, rivalry between the two managers. But I think it's a game that Manchester City go and win. Obviously, Harry Kane and Son are a real threat. And by the way, I think betting odds, I think Ederson's short odds than Son to score. I think the wind of him taking maybe the next penalty's out there, I reckon.
Right, well, let's see what happens with that one at the weekend. We will be back with We're Not Really Here, so make sure you do tune in. But before we finish this evening, we've got a little matter of mystery blue to complete right now. The past 2 times I've been on, Nader Manua and Andy Morrison have both got the prediction and the score, the prediction of the score and the Guess the Blue right. And here we are, we can see Daniel Van Boyten. I mean, Kevin.
I'd left, but I still don't know who it is. No, I'm joking. We said we was going to say that, didn't we?
You guessed,
a
Michael.
tough one.
That was very, very tough. We had a few people getting in touch with us. Stephen says Tarnat. He agreed with you there. Someone says, Leo says, I think it was Craig Bellamy. More Richard Dunn shouts right there. So, I mean, Richard...
even without the pixels, it looks more like Tarnat than Tarnat does.
Yeah. That is true. But unfortunately, you got the prediction right, but not the mystery blue. So,
well, I'll take that.
You've
got nothing right.
That's harsh. That was very, very harsh right there. Right, all attention does turn to Tottenham at the weekend. A huge game, first against 8th in the league. Manchester City hoping to extend that lead right there in the Premier League. It has been an incredible evening through to the quarterfinals in the FA Cup. Another win for the Blues, 15 in a row, breaking records, 22 games unbeaten as well. Plus, that was the 200th win for Manchester City with boss Pep Guardiola in charge. So what's left to say? We've got to celebrate, and hopefully we'll have 200 more. Have a good evening, stay safe, and we'll see you soon.